Hey everybody, welcome. I'm Belinda Sandor, also known as Rocket Girl. And today we're going to talk about how to get started as a virtual assistant. Hey everybody, welcome to the Rocket Girl Show. I'm Belinda Sandor. The Rocket Girl Show is brought to you from the Virtual Assistant Connection, the VA Connection. I'd love to have you check that out, okay, over on Facebook and join our community. We've got about 30,000 members now. It's very exciting, so check that out. Now, today we're going to talk about where to start your virtual assistant business. And I understand it's confusing, right? There's a lot of noise out on the internet. You know, it's like, should I focus on my social media? Should I get a business card? What about a website? You know, all of the things that are so confusing out there. And we only have so much time in the day, right? So it's like, where do we start? So I'm going to tell you what to do right now. All right, so here we go. If you're ready to start the flow of revenue right now, here's what I suggest, okay? Number one, tell everyone you know about your business. I mean, everyone. Past bosses, neighbors, parents in the school bus stop, right? People you meet at weddings. You can announce your business via social media too, but the most effective way to get the word out is in person or via email or on the phone, Zoom. The more personal the conversation, the better the results, okay? A lot of us want to kind of hide out, right? And not really tell people in a big way about our business, but that's kind of like having a party and not inviting any guests. So you don't want to do that, right? So be out there. And I know that some of us, a lot of us are introverted. We don't like to, make a lot of fuss about what we're doing, but you can do this in ways that are subtle. You could ask someone, what's new? And they'll tell you, and maybe they'll say, what's new with you? Well, I started a business as a VA. I'm pretty excited, blah, blah, blah. And you want to get the word out to everyone. Okay. And I want to talk about this concept of prospecting. All right. It is impossible to figure out who's going to hire you and who's not. So I want you to stop thinking about it. I know that it seems like a smart business acumen, to think about, well, I'm going to, target this market. I want you to forget about that. It's a total waste of time. My clients come from referrals, and my referrals come because people know what kind of business I'm in. So I'm going to tell you a story. Okay. So I have a client, and his name is John, and he is one of my biggest clients. And this is how I met him. I was on a project with a completely different client. There was a web developer that was on the team, and I thought he was pretty smart. And I thought, I want to meet this guy in, one-on-one and have a coffee date with him so that maybe we can work together in the future. Cause I thought, I really like this guy. So we get on the phone and we realized that we probably would not be able to bring each other in to projects because what we did was too closely aligned, and it wouldn't make sense. We would be kind of redundant. So I put him on my newsletter list. I kept in touch with him. He kept in touch with me. And then one day, out of the blue, and it was probably over a year, he's in my inbox. He says, can you jump on, the phone? I'm like, you bet. He says, I have this client, John. I love him. He wants an email newsletter. I really don't want to do that. I know that's something you do, which he knows because I did an email newsletter for myself, right? And he kept getting it every couple of weeks. Would you do that? And I said, yeah, I'd be happy to talk to him. We talk, love the new client, start working together. And over time, that introduction turned out to be my largest client of my career, like $17,000, $20,000 a year for year after year after year. And it came because I told someone about my business and I stayed in touch with them, right? There was no way that David, the guy who referred me, was ever going to work with me, but that's okay. And I could tell you literally 200 stories just like that of how not spending any time on prospecting, but just being friendly and building relationships with people have caused this steady flow of clients into my business. All right. So don't prospect. Big waste of time. The other thing is, I don't want you to walk around town, talking to business owners that you don't know and telling them about your work. This whole prospect or concept of cold calling. Again, there are so many people who already know they want a virtual assistant. You don't need to do that. You don't need to do that. So putting your business card on the bulletin board of the diner or walking around town with handouts, it's the return on investment for that is very, very low. So I really want to encourage you to do number one instead, which is to tell everybody that you know about your business. Okay. So when you're ready to lean into this, don't let things like not having a website stop you from getting started. When I had found my first client at the school bus stop, it was a simple conversation. We were there. I probably looked like a wreck because it's 7:00 in the morning. I'm at the bus stop. And, one of the dads said, "What's new?" And I said, "I just decided to start a business, doing admin work. I don't even really have clients yet, but I'm pretty excited. I think it's going to be great." And he hired me. I had no idea that he had started a business, right? So just by doing that without a website, without a business card, I didn't have the name of my business, none of the things, you can start earning money right away. Here's what's getting in the way right here: the overthinking, the overprocessing, all the over things. Okay, so just knock that off, and remember, you are the solution to someone else's problem. All right, good. All right, well, thank you for joining me for this episode of the Rocket Girl Show. It's been great to see you. If you're not a member of our community already, let me just jump over to this image. Go over to Facebook and type the VA connection. I would love to have you join us over there. We have all kinds of free trainings, and we're going to have a free training coming up this Friday, so check it out. All right, you guys. Bye for now.